Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 from Home Story Cup 2024. Today it's going to be a Patreon cast from GuMiho and Clem on Frostline. New map, bottom left it's going to be Clem playing Protoss. He was tired of playing TVT in the tournament, so he swapped to Protoss midway through this finals. On the top right it's going to be GuMiho. He was not tired of playing TVT, but hey, maybe he was, and then Clem switched to Protoss and he was like, thank goodness, no more TVT, and I can still play my main race here. So it is a snow map, appropriate for December, when this is going to post at patreon.com/FalconPaladin. For those of you watching for at least $1 a month, thank you for your pledge. I really do appreciate it, especially the higher levels at $5 and $10 a month, and really appreciated right now. So again, if you're watching this the last week, let's say, of 2024, I love you. Hope you can feel that love. And if you're watching this in 2025, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. I am here 6 times a week or so with what? StarCraft 2 content. Yes, indeed. All right, man. So it's a PVT featuring Clem off-racing. Off-racing Clem is dangerous, but Protoss is in a little bit of a slump the last couple of years. Especially now, I feel like. And the Balance Council tries to address it, but the answers they come up with, I don't think help. So, I don't know what's going on with the Balance Council. I'm not on it. That is certainly the case. Reaper coming up. Oh, trapping the probe inside. Clem. You're going to be food for Reapers here. Expansion coming up. So, it's a gate expand timing here. Cybernetics core. After the Nexus. Okay. Gate expand timing. Second gas. And you recalled the probe to save its life? Alright. Fair enough. Waiting this time could be better spent with one trip for these minerals. Alright, Clem. So Home Story Cup takes place in basically a drinking environment every single time, so maybe Clem has just been imbibing for the past couple of hours, right? Right, that is not a unexpected thought. So, we got ourselves a command center inside the main base, right next to the main here. Doesn't want to be scouted. And this Reaper being countered by an Adept, as they always are. Windsock blowing in this chill breeze here on Frostline. Snow dotting the landscape. Dodging the KD-8 charge. And getting a probe kill. Getting a probe kill. Nicely done, GuMiho. That is so hard in TVP. Just because, you know, there are Stalkers and there are Adepts. And this Reaper is getting out of here. Nicely done. Excellent job, Reaper. Fantastic stuff. All right, so Cyclone on the way. We got ourselves a starport under construction. Double gas. Upgrading the command center to an orbital command before it lands in the natural base here. And robotics facility opening here. Well, Twilight Council and then robotics facility opening here. Maybe Clem is going to do a little bit of Blink Stalker Warp Prism attack here in game whatever this is of the finals. So, 27 workers to 34 from Clem. Bam, right there. You can see it. You can see the advantage there, but mules are good. So we're going to call down a mule. Nope. Not enough energy for that. Not enough energy for there. Maynard transferring. Just a couple of SCVs. And loading up for not a Widowmine drop, but a Marine drop here at 4 minutes. Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and get this Marine drop across the map, see what's going on. We got a... Yeah, everything is A-okay here from Clem. Just, I don't know. I don't know if he can handle this. There are 2 Stalkers inside the main base. And how many Marines? 8 Marines unloading inside the main base here. Adept and another Stalker here joining the party. These are unupgraded Marines. If they had Stim, that would be a different story, but they are unupgraded and Clem easily shoves it away. Barracks, Viking, tank, 2 Marines coming out here from GuMiho. What's his composition going to be, I wonder, when he finally shows up to attack Clem? Chugga, chugga, bow, 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 bow. What's the plan here, guys? Getting supply blocked a little bit is GuMiho. That hurts. He does have a supply depot on the way. He's making another depot to try to be not supply blocked on the next round. Stalkers blink in, blinking away from a Cyclone. Getting chased a little bit here, though. Blink cooldown is pretty good. These guys should be able to blink out if necessary. And blink. Told ya. Told ya. Blink cooldown is fast, man. Oh, he blinks in, gets the medevac, unloads the medevac, gets the Cyclone. But 2 tanks are here, and there are Marines, and it's only Stalkers, but the kiting here is pretty good. From Clem, it's tough micro, but Clem is no stranger to good micro. Even if he's playing Protoss here, those siege tank shots are brutal, though. That's something he is not interested in, right? That's brutal, brutal tank shots here. GuMiho on the other side of it, continuing to macro up, not slipping at all, getting an engineering bay. Upgrades for those Marines is going to be pretty good stuff. Marines and Marauders and medevacs and maybe some Widow Mines in the mix are going to be the ultimate composition. Vikings, too, if we have to deal. He's landed the Vikings because they do bonus damage versus mechanical, which these Stalkers are. Stims on the way. Charge coming in. Charge is where things kind of flip, right? Once charge lots are out, it's really hard to push into that. As you are a Terran player, you're kind of retreating at that stage. So he recognizes the timing on charge. And he's going to go ahead and fall back a little bit. Marine left behind, unfortunately gets killed by this Stalker. So what's on this map? Some rocks you can kill, but that's about it. Just a couple rocks out here. No Zelnaga Watchtower. No gold bases. No, like, super, super far corner bases. I guess this is pretty far, but yeah, throwing up a pylon there to scout for further drops that come down that left side. A command center getting thrown up by GuMiho. And, all right, siege tanks in a nice position to deal with anybody that comes up here, anybody that comes over here. It's a great spot to hide those tanks. GuMiho is obviously already pretty familiar with Frostline. 4th base coming up the left side from Clem. It's weird to say Clem when I'm looking at Protoss, but that is what we're dealing with here at Home Story Cup. A lot of his replays. A lot of them are Terran, too. He plays a bunch of Terran out here, but a bunch of Protoss at the same time, especially for TVT matchups, which, you know, it's a little more dynamic, I guess, to play PVT than it is to play TVT, and Clem kind of thrives in a dynamic environment. Look at this pile of doubloons up here on this high ground. That's right. That is right. Open chests over here, rich minerals here inside this minecart, or a toy wagon without a handle, possibly. I don't know. Still poking a little bit here as Clem, not getting a lot done. Couple Marines die, nothing worth crying over. Probe sees the drop coming in, forces the unload a little bit earlier than he wanted, but he's like, there's nothing defending this 4th base. But there are charge lots coming in, so yeah, that's where you don't want to engage when there are how many charge lots? There are 17 charge lots coming across the map to murder you and hack at you with their Psy Blades. Colossus coming in from Clem. I did cast a PVT with him, or I think he played against GuMiho on Abyssal Reef, and he did not get extended Thermal Lance for, like, I want to say it was 5 to 7 to 10 minutes after he got Colossus, and I was like, did he forget? And it was really bad. Colossus without range kind of sucked, guys. All right, high ground position. Even if you have charge lots, I guess we're going for it. No, he kind of blocked his own, and a blink dodge. Pretty good blink dodge on those Widow Mines. Yeah, kind of blocked his own Zealots from getting back up the ramp there, so bit of a double-edged sword on the other side of it. Oh, Warp Prism unload into the natural base of GuMiho. This is looking fantastic. 10 SCVs down. Zealots charging, trying to get on top of those Marauders. Not quite doing it, but they go up to the SCVs for sure. 16, 17, 18 go down. Woo! Okay, 19 SCVs killed. Just a little. He's like, this always kills me. Zealot unload inside the natural base. Going to kill all the workers. It's 68 to 39 workers now. Income goes whoosh. It was already in Clem's favor. Now it's even more in Clem's favor. As you would expect. Got a Dark Shrine coming in. Extended Thermal Lance not forgotten this time around. Clem's got that working. Warping in some Zealots at home. He's like, all right, where's GuMiho going to attack? That's the problem, is there are 4 bases that he could attack. Zealots, maybe hacking away at this 3rd base a little bit, charging into the natural base a little bit. Widow Mine's dealing with those guys pretty effectively, blinking in, taking the tank down with the Stalkers. Another tank is on the back line. Those Zealots absorbing a lot of the damage, allowing the guys to get on top of the tanks. Excellent engagement here from Clem. Colossus do not have extended thermal lengths yet, and it doesn't matter. GG Clem gets the win in game 1 of our sneaky twofer, gets the economic damage off on the other side of the map, and then defends the counterattack. GuMiho's last desperation attempt to get in here and get something done. He doesn't have extended thermal lance yet. It doesn't matter. He had a lot of zealots, right? A ton of zealots. Before EMPs come out, zealots are really good. 42 of them died, and they did their job, man. 42 zealots. Everything else that died was like 2, 3, 5. 42 zealots on this unit's lost tab from Clem. Absolutely brutal stuff. Income tab telling us a story of mostly blue. Like really, really a lot of blue over the last 10 minutes, and there's only a 10-minute game, so... Game 1 of the Sneaky Twofer is up. Let's move into game number 2. Little fun one there. Nice job by Clem getting a win. Here is Protoss in his off race. Game 2's here on Ley Lines. Top right, Clem. Bottom left, GuMiho. So great game there from Clem, especially in PvT. Giving hope to Protoss everywhere, man. If Max Pax shows up to Premier Tournaments, then that would be hope as well, but I don't think he will. If he wanted to, he would have shown up already, right? That is such a weird situation, man. I'm trying to put myself in Protoss players' shoes, right? If Zerg could not win a tournament in 2 years or more, and there was a Zerg player who is dominating online tournaments but would not show up for offline tournaments, I would be so upset. I'd be like, why? Why you're not showing up? I just want to see a Zerg player win a Premier Tournament, and Protoss, I do feel your pain, man. So no Nexus first tier, no Command Center first tier on this map. Ley Lines, we got ourselves some rocks you can destroy. Again, no watchtowers anywhere. No high value minerals, just, you know, rocks. One rock here, I guess a jumble of rocks. Or debris of rocks. What is it called, actually? Let's see. Let's see if this probe goes home and lights it up for us, right? So, Reaper on the way. Oh, sorry. A Marine on the way. Instead of a Reaper. Not wanting to get trapped, Clem. Not wanting to get trapped. And then throwing down a command center after barracks. And expanding over there as well is Clem. No. Okay. Maybe we'll go past this rock formation and see what it is. No. All right. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait to see what that is. So, we got ourselves an Adept coming in. Just in case it's a Reaper, but it's not. It's just a lowly Space Marine. And yeah, I've been reading the Horus Heresy, and now I understand what Space Marines are in the 40k universe. And you, sir, are a Space Marine? I don't know. I don't think they're tough enough. Anyhow, let's see. Twilight Council opening here again. Maybe a DT Rush with Warp Prism. Clem. That would be sneaky. We got a starport. Got ourselves a Tech Lab Factory. And again, upgrading the command center to an orbital command before landing it inside the natural base. What are you worried about? GuMiho, what are you worried about here? A proxy of some kind? Maybe, I don't know, proxied stalkers? Very, very weird. But you know, right? Clem knows. I don't think we're hiding anything at this point. He knows that there was a construction of a command center from that probe before they went home. Very, very weird. I don't know. I don't know what rationale there is. We've got Blink on the way. We've got Warp Gate on the way. We've got a Medevac on the way. And no. Goodness gracious me. I just want to see. I just want to see. There it is. They're just called rocks. I Going through all of that trouble to figure out what these things were called, and they're just rocks. I mean, those are definitely rocks. Again, going with this drop play. All right, man. So it's the Marines. It's 7 Marines this time. Doesn't even wait for the 8th one. Gonna unload. Gonna heal up a little bit. There was a little bit of aggression earlier with the Adept and whatnot. And yeah, gonna get in here. Not quite ready for this is Clem, but turns out a couple Stalkers against unupgraded Marines. And an Adept is enough to make GuMiho. Oh, he wants the Adept. He does get the Adept, and then he picks up and gets out of there. A lot of Marine blood on the ground in that situation. So again, not a lot of damage done. Some lost mining time for sure. But how many probes have died? 0, 0, 0. Third base warping in here from Clem. His Protoss is pretty great, guys. This is the finals of Home Story Cup. This is not exactly... Well, I mean, he swapped over to Protoss. I don't know. If he'd played Home Story Cup, the entire thing as Protoss, it would be a different thing, right? But no, the man decides instead to kind of do it off and on again in the finals, but not the entire finals, etc., etc. So, all right. What do we got? This is maybe trying to sneak back over here to this third base, force a cancel on it. Again, the Marines don't have upgrades. Blink, whoa, blinking right on in, sniping a tank, losing a few Stalkers in the process. Trying to take down a supply depot. This drop does run into the third base of Clem, causing some issues there. Blinking up. Is there enough? Dude, he cannot force a cancel. These, oh, they just got stim. But then 2 Stalkers show up. My goodness, 2 Stalkers show up, and no. Definitely not. They want to pick off something here. Marines are a fine target, but tanks better target. Cyclones, medevacs, high value targets here for these Stalkers. Gonna swing around, try to blink into the main base, maybe. Oh my gosh, that tank is right out in the open. He blinks on the tank, snipes the tank. Definitely losing a Stalker for that. Nice micro to pick that Stalker up with the War Prism so it doesn't die to the Cyclone attack. Then comes into the main base. Goes after an add-on here, a reactor add-on. Blinks the Stalkers down as they're under attack. Picks. This is great. Dude, Clem is an absolute monster at PvT, especially this early game. I imagine though once Ghosts come out, it's going to get a little bit rougher. This is a great attack. Dude, Clem not paying attention as much to where these dudes are is a major problem for him right now. Losing. Nice blink. Nice blink. Gonna blink again. Nope, loses that Stalker. Probably should have blinked there. 5 probes go down. And these guys are probably not going to get a ride home. So 7 probes go down. Medevac makes it out of there alive. We're also microing over here at the same time. So if the micro at that third base was a little bit rough, that's probably why. Combat shield coming in. Storm on the way. Charge here too. Once again, there was an attack in the last game where GuMiho showed up. And then he knew charge was coming in. He's like, I can't handle charge lots. So, gosh, another tank dying would be a massive problem. 2 tanks have died already in 7 minutes. They are not cheap. They are kind of the focus of this whole thing. Marines and Cyclones aren't going to show up on their own, friends. They need the tank support. That said, taking out a shield battery. Oh, almost. 3 hit points on that shield battery. Overcharge the shield I didn't have any hit points to do that anyway. No. Dude, this is the timing that he wanted. He pulls the boys. He gets here before charge is done. He gets here before storm is done. He pulls the SCVs. They're not really providing much value here. I'm not sure they were needed to actually win this engagement, but the front is in trouble. Dude, storm 4 seconds away. Charge 12 seconds away. I don't know if it really matters, though. Hold on a second. Third base is alive. Natural base is alive. It's not over yet from Clem. He gets them. He gets the charge. He gets the storm. He's going to come in. Look at the split on the unit. Storm, good. Great split out of it. Another good storm. Splits getting out of it for the most part. Charging in. Attacking with all of his might with the Marines, and that's it. 54-12 army supply. GuMiho weathers everything. Gets the win with a 2-base. Crazy good timing attack. GG, says Clem, and GuMiho comes out on top. That is what we're here for. That is a fantastic showing there from GuMiho in Game 2 of our Sneaky 2-fer. But my goodness, this is TVP. A lot of it these days are these little 2-base timing attacks. With, guess what? The Terran player has Stim and Combat Shield, and you don't have anything but Blink, right? You don't have Charge yet. You don't have Storm yet. You kind of had to get a third base because you needed to keep up with the economy of the Terran player, right? Then GuMiho pulls the SCVs anyway. It's pretty much an all-in attack from that point on. Charge is late. Storm is late. The pre-split by GuMiho was sick. And then the one attack gets it done. So that is part 2 of our sneaky twofer. Great, fun little twofer Patreon situation here today. Hope you enjoyed it. And that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Home Story Cup. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.